Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Mr. Jacinta. Before this presentation begins, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Julia Nurchayani from Social Studies Education Number 1. On this occasion, I would like to explain the effect of globalization on the consumptive behavior of Indonesian society. Before I explain, there are several things that I will explain from beginning to end. First, I will explain the main things that make this era of globalization affect the consumptive behavior of Indonesian people, and how globalization affects the consumptive behavior of Indonesian people. Then there are the social and psychological impacts that are felt by the Indonesian people, and for that, I will also provide solution and for you also that we avoid consumptive behavior, as well as conclusion from this material. Peace out. I will first explain the main things that make this era of globalization affect the consumption behavior of Indonesian people. The era of globalization is a foundation where various laws enter the world without any cultural, economic, social, political, and so on. Globalization is also supported because of increasingly sophisticated technology. There is no Indonesian society today that does not feel the impact of globalization, but positive and negative. The technological sophistication that we can feel today is the convenience of shopping online through application and website with service that make us want to shop even more. Is right? Such as getting a discount from Prime, then getting cashback, as well as several features that make people behave more consumptively. Based on data from EPOS, a market research company in Indonesia, relates to a Walmart that is widely used by Indonesian people during the end of last year or the fourth quarter of 2021. It was stated that Shopee with for 54% of respondents chose Shopee, discussed with Tokopedia as much as 30% and Lazada 39%. Second, how is the influence of globalization on consumptive behavior in Indonesian society? Globalization, which is closely related to technological sophistication, is indeed growing rapidly. People in this modern era can easily access information through electronic media without any problems, right? It feels like the world is in your hands because of today's technological advance. Globalization thus provide solutions for humans in various parts of the world with daisy wing service. But there will be positive or negative impact depending on our nature and facing this era of globalization. Beginning with a lifestyle pattern, namely hedonism, which is a view of life that assumes that material pleasure and enjoyment are the main goals. All of these behaviors can be characterized by the presence of elements that refer to more pleasure in the form of lifestyle, fashion, food, place to hang out, and even skincare. Then people will tend to be affected by a consumptive lifestyle due to the hedonism. Consumptive behavior will harm society if it cannot control itself from material temptation. This consumptive behavior is also experienced by all groups, especially teenagers. Consumptive behaviors among teenagers today is not only caused by changes in people's lives that are increasingly modern due to technological sophistication in the current era of globalization. Of course, it is also believed that there are changes in the development process in adolescents themselves. because adolescents begin to search for self-identity through the use of status symbols such as private vehicles, attractive clothes, and possession of goods. Consumptive lifestyle at the age of teenagers are more easily formed because teenagers are still unstable and easily influenced and preceded by material temptation. Then, the social and psychological impacts felt by the people of Indonesian impact. Consumptive psychological behavior can cause consumptive actors to experience compulsive buying disorders or shopping addiction, RC 2006. There is an unconsciousness in consumptive actors that they are trapped in a cycle that cannot distinguish between wants and needs. So that in the unconsumptive actors will be watchful and waste money. For individuals who can fulfill their desires, this will not be a problem, but for individuals who cannot fulfill their desires, it will have an impact on the individual acceptance of their environment, such as a lack of self-confidence because they feel they are not in line with their friends. This will also have an impact on individual education. He will ask questions so that the grades he gets are not because he feels uncomfortable about changing place of study or changing schools. Razab 2006. Then the social impact of consumptive behavior can lead to relationship between others. Besides that individuals can withdraw and don't want to hang out with friends in their group because they feel they can fulfill a lifestyle like their friends. Well, here is the solution for you guys to avoid consumptive behavior. First, start saving. Yes, saving. Saving for some people is a fairly activity. However, not everyone can set aside money for savings because there will be many things they want to buy when they have more money, especially those who are already involved in a consumptive lifestyle. Second, make a shopping fans list. Yes, you you have to make a shopping fans list. Why? Because expenditures that we spend in some time we can register with the budget list. You could say this is a reminder that a lot of money has been spent to avoid consumptive activities. Third, distinguish between needs and wants. Yes, a need is something that must exist to meet the needs of life, while a want is something else after the main needs are met. Fourth, prioritize our needs. Yes, right, prioritize our needs. For example, take farewell walks or hangouts. We will be interested in buying what we see when we are hanging out or just taking a walk because it is unexpected and unexpected or outside that shopping fancy list that we have made. Fifth is to use the money to invest. Why? Why we have to use the money to invest? Because as from planning for future life, teenagers need to invest. Investment can be in the form of investment in business or goods, or investing more grants or old age when we are not productive, right? Disagree, are you agree or disagree about that? And the last is the conclusion of this material. Yes, the influence of globalization is felt by the community, including the emergence of consumptive behavior in society. This is also supported by technological sophistication, which along with the times continues to meet the needs and desires of all people in the world, including Indonesia. So that more and more applications and websites for online shopping or e-commerce are stealing the attention of the Indonesian people who want content shopping online. The service and advanced features in it make it easier for people to shop online. So, here it's necessary to have the self-awareness to minimize consumptive behavior or avoid consumptive behavior with some of the tips that have been described previously. Yes, that's all I can say about today's opportunity. Sorry if there are any mistakes in pronunciation or material that I can. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.